Hi, coloring friends. Welcome to my colorful world and welcome to another episode of Coloring Outside the Book. Now, that's the series I have on my channel where I take things outside of coloring books and use them in different forms, decorative, everyday life, etc. So today we're going to do something hopefully fun. Hopefully it turns out properly. And we are going to make a colored snow globe. So I have this little snow globe that I bought at Michael's, and it has a little flaw there. I didn't notice that before. Oh well, that's okay. So the bottom just screws off, and it does have a plug, so if you wanted to fill one of these with water and make it an actual snow globe, you could do that. I am not going to do that today. Today, since I'm using paper, I don't want to put water in it. But since it is winter here, I wanted to make it a little winter scene inside. So my plan is I have this picture of a snowy house that I found on Etsy. I will put the Etsy store name where I got this on the screen here, and then you can also find a link for it in the description of the video if you're interested in checking out the shop where I got this from. So the plan is I'm going to color this tiny little house in. I'm already dreading all these little tiny bricks, and houses are not my forte, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to color this in. I have here a bunch of Prismacolor pencils pulled to use in the picture. And then once I have it all colored, I am going to use my craft knife. Let's see if I can find it quickly here. Yeah, it's right here. So I'm just going to use my craft knife and I'm going to cut around all these tiny little areas here. And then I need to see about making a little base for this. I know that my picture is just exactly as wide as the widest part of the ball. So once I get this in, I am going to have to curve the trees forward a little bit to get it to fit in there, because the base is going to be a little bit smaller than the base of the picture here. I didn't want to make my picture any smaller though, because I'm afraid if I get too small, it's just going to be impossible to color. So we're going to try it this way and see how it goes. Hopefully I can get it to work out properly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and zoom in closer, and I'm going to get my house colored. I will speed that part up. Hopefully it won't take too long. It's not very big. And then I will move on to the next step. So let me go ahead and move in closer and we'll get this little house colored.
perfect light, just what it was needed, clean in the blackest night, cloistered in injustice dead, and in the eyes of time, nobody is losing. The sparrows will be here by dawn. When we find it's over, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond
All right, I have my house all colored in. I did a little touch of Wink of Stella on the snow to give it a little sparkle. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick that up well enough, but now it's time to cut out my design. So I'm going to get going with it here, but then I will, I think I'm going to do most of it off camera because it's going to take a bit of time to get in between all these little branches here. So I'm just going to do a touch here, and then I will take a break and do the rest off camera. Otherwise, I think I'm going to have to swivel it around too much, and it's going to be not so fun to watch, I think. I did forget to mention that I printed this out on a cardstock that I had. I'm not actually sure of the brand because I've had the stack for so long that I don't have the packaging for it anymore. I took it off and put it on a shelf. I do know that I just bought it from Walmart, whatever it was, so nothing fancy, but it will give it the support it needs to stand up in the snow globe. And I will use a little scrap that I didn't color on to build like a base for it to stand up with. I will try to show that. But yeah, I'm just going to take this and go all the way around the image and get it all cut out. And then it will be ready to put inside my snow globe. Alright, so you can see I have that bottom area all cut out. I am going to go ahead and keep going around, and I will be back with the cutout image. Alright, and I have it all cut out around all of the little branches and everything here, and don't worry, I saved the best part for you. Here we go. Hopefully it comes out smoothly here. Yep, there we go. And ta-da! So I need to build a base, or cut out a little piece of paper as a base to use to glue on the back of this and kind of fold as a little stand. So it will stand up inside of the snow globe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my snow globe here, and I'm going to take this little seal plug thing out, and I'm just going to trace around that so I know the width to make whatever stand I cut out. So I'm going to take this. Oh, we've got dog fur, of course. Always dog fur. Get that out of there. Okay. All right, and let's see here. Need something to trace around this real quick. Oh, and there's still dog fur. Sorry for the dog fur. All right, so we're just gonna trace around that. Okay, so I know that whatever stand I build needs to be that no wider than this. So when I cut this out, it will be, and you can see here, these trees are gonna have to kind of fold inward or back. I'm not sure how I want to do that. But my picture is a little wider than what the very narrowest part of the container is, so I will need to bend the trees one way or the other a little bit to fit them in there. So let's see. So I'm going to need a bit to adhere to the back of this. So I'm going to do that. Let's see. Something like that. So that's the part that will glue up onto the back of this. I'll fold it upward, and then this area here will be my stand portion, roughly. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this area out and get it glued to the back of this so it will stand up in my snow globe. Okay, so I have the stand cut out here. So let's see. I'm going to put some, I have a dot runner here, and I'm going to put that on this and attach that to the back of my little house. And then this I'm going to attach to the little piece that fits inside of the snow globe here. So I cut that a little smaller. I may cover this whole thing with felt. Trying to figure out how I want to do that. If I want it covered with white felt or foam so that um, it looks like snow on the base of this inside. I may do that. So I may do that real quick, and then I will finish up putting this all together. Okay, so I did a bit of problem solving here. I wanted a base of white felt in the bottom of my snow globe so that it looks like snow in there on the ground. So I cut a circle out of white felt, and then I just made a little slit that my little stand for my house can slide through. So now I'm going to use this dot runner, and I'm going to stick the base to the back of my house, and then I'm going to stick this whole thing down to my base of my snow globe here. So let me go ahead and get that done. All right, it is the moment of truth. We're going to try to slide this in, and we are going to hope that it fits. Aha, okay, it does. It fits. Wonderful. Okay, before I pop that all the way in, though, I have a little bit of snow that I'm going to add to my snow globe. Let me grab this here. Sorry for the rustling. My little bag of snow kind of broke open, and it is all over here. Oh, it's just an absolute mess. Okay, and they're staticky little things. Okay, so I bought this a while ago, actually, at Dollar Tree. It is a little pack of faux snow. You can see the pack is quite empty because most of it is in the bag here. So I'm just going to toss this into the globe portion, and then we will put it all together. Okay. Well, I'm going to be picking up these little snowballs for days, I think, but I got most of them into the globe here. And I'm going to go ahead and put my house in. So slide him in like this. Right. And I may have put a little bit too much snow in there. That's a lot of snow. Yeah, let me take some of the snow out so you can actually see the base of the house because you can't see it right now. All right, my friends, there is my finished snow globe. That was a fun one to do. I promise you I will be finding snow for days. It was a bit messy, but I like how it turned out. I think it's pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed seeing this one come together. Thank you so much for joining me for another Coloring Outside the Book, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!